Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 13 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just saw What Men Want. It is I would call it a reimagining of the 2000 Mel Gibson, Helen Hunt, Nancy Meyers directed What Women Want. And this one stars Taraji P. Henson, Tracy Morgan, Aldous Hodge, Josh Brenner, Jason Jones, Brian Bosworth, Wendy McLendon-Covey, Phoebe Robinson, Tamalia Jones, and then there's like a gang of cameos. It's directed by Adam Shankman, who has directed, I think The Wedding Planner was his first movie with J-Lo and Matthew McConaughey. He did Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler, Hairspray in 2007, Rock of Ages with Tom Cruise, and I feel like there's something else that is just slipping my mind right now. So, you got Taraji P. Henson, who is a sports agent, who is basically the only sports agent who's female among a whole company of dudes, and She signs, hustles, does everything for her clients, Lisa Leslie included, and she has goals, but it's harder for her to succeed. And the dudes tell her because she don't have no NFL, no MLB, no NBA clients, and the goal is to sign Tracy Morgan's son, who is projected number 1 in the NBA draft. And while hanging out with some friends, an incident occurs, and then she wakes up and she can hear the thoughts of every male around her. You're gonna get a lot of comparisons to the original, because like that's the only way I feel like I can rate this movie. Obviously Taraji is the Mel Gibson character. They changed it up. She's a sports agent. He was like Don Draper in Mad Men. He was an ad executive or something like that. He made slogans and commercials for companies. The way he got electrocuted, he could wake up and, he blacked out and woke up. She did something different, still blacked out and woke up. So that was cool. I feel like he used it to his advantage for a little bit, but then he started like trying to help people and try to like right wrongs. Like he caught the error of his ways while he still had the ability to hear thoughts. In this might be a little spoilerish. It is spoilerish, but she didn't. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'll say. She didn't do what Mel Gibson did. And Taraji is dope. Taraji is one of my favorite actresses in movies. I don't watch Empire, man, but if she's in a new movie, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch it. And she been dope to me since like Hustle and Flow, Four Brothers, because I ain't see Baby Boy till later on. He did the Marissa Tomei thing, and that one was PG-13, man. Like, I think this one tried way too hard to try to be funny. Every other word is a curse word. Like, she cursed a lot because of her surroundings. She worked with dudes. You know how dudes work, how a male work environment is. It's a lot of sex jokes. It's a lot of cursing. It's a lot of drinking. And I think the writing is weak because they try to force that. I think the humor was smoother in the other one, and like it was similar in a sense of every female thought that Mel Gibson was an asshole. Every dude thinks the same about Taraji. Um, and I think he told a couple people, like his boy. He told his boy didn't believe him. She tells practically everybody. I feel like everybody possible knew that she could like hear thoughts, and like her assistant believed her. And I don't know, I feel like Taraji is dope. Aside from like Aldous Hodge, the movie around her is not. I like Max Greenfield. Like The Neighborhood is probably like the new dope sitcom I've been watching, and with him and Cedric the Entertainer. But like I didn't laugh as near as much as I wanted to in this movie, and that's a huge letdown for me. Like I like this movie. Like there's cameos out the ass. Like a lot of them are spoiled in the trailers. Um, but it's like you got Erica Badu as this like hippie like psychic, and she's doing way too much. Like she's doing all these little eccentric ticks that are supposed to be funny, and it don't land. Um, I don't think like Mel Gibson, like I think I said earlier, man. Mel Gibson learned the error of his ways while he had the abilities. She didn't, and once she lost it, that's when she realized that she got a lot of mess to clean up. And I think it's like just like a lot of cliche in this movie, man. A lot of cliche that just didn't work, man. Like the writing was bad in this movie, and it sucks, man. Because the dopest part about this movie is that it shows females that like you don't need approval from anybody to go get what you want, especially dudes. Like you don't need a man's approval to be dope. Like if you want to be dope, like if you have goals, go achieve those goals, man. You don't need anybody to give you permission, man. Just go do it. And as much as I wanted to laugh my ass off watching this movie, man, I just didn't. Like I laughed a couple times, but like the pop culture Black Panther Cardi B references were lame. I just I don't know, man. I wanted to go in this movie and laugh, and I ended up super let down. So with all that being said, man, in my opinion, I will say that What Men Want is almost solid. So have you seen What Men Want, man? What you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Which one did you prefer? What Women Want or What Men Want? Like What Women Want isn't like no high art Mel Gibson, Nancy Meyers, Helen Hunt best movie, but it's more it's executed better than the new one, in my opinion. I recently posted a review for Cold Pursuit, for Miss Bala, for Glass. Check those out. I got a review on the way for the Lego Movie 2. Next weekend, like I said, Alita Battle Angel, Isn't It Romantic? Happy Death Day to You. How to Train Your Dragon 3 the week after that. 12 Rec League podcast episodes are up. 13 is on the way, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.